entire family dynamic is getting weirder and weirder by the episode. We are back with another unexpected season 7 recap, and we're on episode 8, and we're gonna start off with Bella and Hunter. Their segment was short, but it packed a punch. So Bella's mom reveals that she quit her job to take care of Bella and Hunter's baby, so these two kids can have a normal teenage life. This whole situation is fucking insane, so I don't even know what to say about that. And then we have Hunter blowing up the mom's phone. It's given very suspicious. And they're talking about how they only waited 4 days after giving birth via C-section to have sex. And Hunter is blowing up Bella's mom's phone because he's scared that Bella might be pregnant, even though every time they did it, they've used a condom. And then mid-interview, he starts farting. This is hands down one of the most egregious things I've ever seen on TV, on the internet. The whole situation is diabolical. A 13-year-old having a kid with a 15-year-old, and they sitting here laughing and shit. And the thing that really bothers me is that the parents are allowing this. Like, they know what's going on behind the scenes, and they allow it. Well, as long as you use a condom. Like, no! This shouldn't be happening. And then Bella saying how she can handle 2 babies? Like, what are you talking about? You're 15 years old. The grandma of the baby at this point, first of all, a 15-year-old shouldn't be saying shit like this in the first place. But the only reason she feels so comfortable to say that she can handle 2 infants is because the mom is really taking care of the baby. In the last episode, these two didn't even want to change diapers. Anyways, I can't stick around on these people too long because I really don't have anything nice to say. Y'all, this is the funniest shit ever. I'm being nosy as hell outside my window. Somebody called the fire department on my neighbor. Wait, hold up. They grabbing the ladder? This shit looks serious. Hold up. I'm gonna keep this in the video too. Like, this is hilarious. So moving on to Isabella and Bryce. Their segment was also pretty short. It was basically just a reiteration of last week's episode. They're broken up and they haven't seen each other since that fight after the therapy appointment. They're saying how he will not be allowed in the delivery room. They're texting each other back and forth, all boo-hoo crying and all this stuff. Oh, now that we're broken up, I caught myself smiling for the first time ever. And her comeback can be interpreted either way. It could come off as shade or she was being genuine. And then they just kept going with the text messages. I'm not really interested in this, so moving on. We have Mia and Jesse, and this situation really threw me for a loop. So both of their moms ended up being in the delivery room, which I thought was cool, but for them to do all of that and not even be there for the birth is just insane to me. They did all that fighting, all that barking, and stressed the girl out to the point of hypertension. Now she has to go in for an emergency C-section, and both of y'all are nowhere to be found. And also, I really feel bad that now 2 out of the 3 girls had to have a C-section. And I feel like I need to make a separate video about how I feel about C-sections and abductions. I feel like they really push inductions on younger women, and this happened to me, and maybe I'm just not knowledgeable enough, but it's like they have all these bullshit excuses like, oh, the baby's gonna be too big or whatever. The induction is like they're forcing you to give labor instead of it coming naturally, and more often than not it just leads to a C-section. So I went through the same thing. I got induced. I was in labor for like 3 days and I didn't move a centimeter, but I was also only like 39 weeks and 2 days. They were saying like, oh, your baby is gonna be too big or da da da. She only ended up being like 7 pounds. I don't know, I feel like it's tied to the hospital making more money. I don't know why the C-section is now pushed more than natural birth. Anyways, moving on to someone who did not have a C-section. So it starts off, they're going on a date and she's trying on clothes for the date and she doesn't like how anything is fitting her. She's already feeling super self-conscious and Jose kind of pushes her to get on the go-kart and she can't fit this one, so they try to switch and make her get on another one. But by this point, she's already embarrassed and doesn't want to do it anymore. So she runs to the bathroom and she's crying, telling her mom how she hates being fat. And this really breaks my heart because she is so young. I feel like the hard truth to accept, no matter how young or old you are, is that people are gonna judge you regardless of what you look like. It doesn't matter how big, skinny you are, how much money you got. People gonna have something to say. I'm short, so any bit of weight is so noticeable on me. At some point, I had lost like 10 pounds, right? And I go to a family party and everybody's like, oh my God, you're so skinny. You look depressed. Are you on drugs? Like dead ass, right? Boom, the next summer, I gained so much weight. And then now everybody's like, oh damn, you done blew up. When it wasn't about my weight, they would just judge me about something else. So at the end of the day, you be you. Be confident in who you are, even while you're working on yourself. There's no point in beating yourself up through the process, because at your current state, if you never gain the confidence, if you never love yourself, when you get to the place that you feel like you want to be at, you're still gonna find something wrong with the new body you're in. And also, I strongly believe loving yourself will get you to where you want to be. So it really broke my heart seeing her cut herself down and feel embarrassed. Girl, you ain't got nothing to be embarrassed about. You can absolutely work on yourself and love yourself at the same time. That's it. That's all for this episode of Unexpected. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.